Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives, beaming you a little energy at the end of the day. Surely I'm hoping and wishing that you've had a good day. It's been good here, a full day. All the days seem to sort of get full. But I'm hoping that you're well and thriving and doing all that you know how to do to continue being safe. Now, I don't know how you could have missed the news of today, the historic announcement of Joe Biden's running mate. And they had their first on camera presentation, and it was exciting for me. And so I just thought I had to mention that because we are in the midst of several pandemics, all of them following us every place we go. Of course, the pandemic, the COVID-19, is the one that still has us with limitations of staying safe and wanting to maintain our social distancing and all of these things just to be safe. But we are also in this racial pandemic where people are being treated terribly is an understatement. And to consider all of the different things that have happened last week, we had Congressman John Lewis die, but his whole life story was about improving, and certainly he would have been excited to see the first woman of color being put in a position to be the vice president. And it is so exciting to see someone that looks like myself. And so it's exciting. It's a historic moment. And little girls all around of color were jumping up and down and dancing because of this moment. And so I just want to bring that to your attention, although I'm sure you already know it. But for us, we're hoping that this will be something that we can advance because we're already being traumatized by all of the things that seem to be going not in our favor, to say the least, by all these pandemics. And I just wanted to mention that because I was looking at a book called Pivot, and Pivot is about a time in your life when it's time to make a change. And, the book talks about that nobody holds on to the job like they used to. That a lot of people probably have changed jobs 3 to 6 times. And so as we look at what's going on, it's a time to make a change. And it just seems to kind of flow with this historical moment. The Pivot was talking about the only move that matters is your next move. And so I just wanted to throw that out there because some people are looking for jobs. Some people are trying to decide what they want to do. Some people are trying to decide if what they're doing is what they want to do now. And so as we look at all the things, all the roles we're wearing, and all of the roles that we have, a lot of us I hear, are making plans to reconsider, reimagine what it is that they would like to do, what change would they like to see in their lives, especially in the career category. So there is a plan where you decide to develop a plan and set up all of the different structures and plans and things that you want, and see what works with your gifts, but pivot. I'm not sure if it was written by someone from Google. Wouldn't that be interesting? But it's a whole exploration about looking at where you're going, and about the importance of pivoting. And pivoting means stop and look. And right now is the time to stop and look and see what you're doing, because this is the key moment. Often we are procrastinators. We continue doing what we're doing because it's safe. We might not be ready to take a risk, take a chance to change. So there's a lot of consideration. So I don't want you to go out there in the world and make any abrupt changes. I'm just asking you, while we have this time, to think about your life. Think about the situations that we're dealing with, and to consider an action plan. How are we going to go forward? And in a time like this, would we like to make some changes? I know, just hearing Kamala and Joe Biden, I thought, wow, what can I do? What can I do? And so, as we are just looking to the now moment and looking at ourselves, we want to thrive and we want to flourish, and we want to work on that well-being. And hopefully those areas are compatible with the things that we're doing in our job and in our homes and relationships, because all those things are tied into our health. So consider, what would pivoting look like to you if that was something that you might want to do? It does not even have to be a job change, but if now is the most important time and you felt you wanted to pivot, stop and do some things differently, some things that would make you feel more whole, make you feel like your gifts are being used and appreciated, what would that look like? Well, consider it, as I will. But we want to live a meaningful life. We've talked about that. And I think that was probably under being fully charged, living a meaningful life, living a life where you're interacting. And so we want to live a purposeful, intentional life. And that is going to give us that inner joy, that inner vibrancy, because we'll be confident. And the two things can happen. You can live an intentional, vibrant life while you're in the middle of a pandemic. Because remember, we're in this pandemic for the long haul. And we have to live while we're in the pandemic. So, have a good night. Know that I'm beaming you love. I care about you. I want you to achieve just what you want in your life. But mainly, I want you to be well, have joy, and take care of yourself. Love you. And until next time, continue to thrive. And we will continue to support each other virtually until there is another way. Bye-bye now.